I've seen this in my comments so much that it just couldn't be ignored. But a lot of people were asking me to react to Mr. Rogers. And I was born in Finland and I watched Finnish television as a child. So I have no idea who Mr. Rogers is. Like, absolutely no idea. So I made a post before filming this asking you guys how would you describe Mr. Rogers to someone who doesn't know him. And everything I heard was good so far. I'm already a fan. There was one comment that said really beautifully that he was the father figure for children that that they didn't have one at home, and a lot of people were saying that he's the most soft-spoken, nicest man to ever exist, and like he was teaching children, um, and he's the best neighbor. You know, just like overall the nicest like guy you could find, soft spoken, kind, and gets along with children. So today we're reacting to top 10 Mr. Rogers moments that'll make you nostalgic. So hopefully I'm gonna get the best of him to get to know him first. So let's get into the video, guys.
Won't you be our neighbor? Welcome to Ms. Mojo. And today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Mr. Rogers moments.
Because deep down, we know that what matters in this life is more than winning for ourselves. What really matters is helping others win too.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
I love him. Guys. Oh, someone said bring tissues also in the comments. I might actually tear up on this one because I'm so emotional. You know me. You know me.
This list, we're looking at all those heartwarming moments that made Fred Rogers such a huge influence in so many children's lives. He introduced us to everything from astronauts to gorillas to crayons to puppets.
Or Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, Al Warden. You mean you actually took it? I actually carried that with me.
Number 10, when he said goodbye. After decades producing his show, Mr. Rogers recorded what would be one of his last videos at the WQED studio.
I'm just so proud of all of you who have grown up with us. And I know how tough it is some days to look with hope and confidence on the months and years ahead.
This message was for all of us who'd grown up with him, and for all those children he hoped we would encourage and keep safe.
And to help them express their feelings in ways that will bring healing in many different neighborhoods.
I've never seen his television show, like I said before, but I wonder, was it like, obviously it was for children, I'm guessing, but was it like educational or, but oh, he seems like such a nice person. I love him.
In his final message, Mr. Rogers made it a point to express how grateful he was and how much he liked us for who we were.
But I would like to tell you what I often told you when you were much younger. I like you just the way you are.
He would pass away a few months later of stomach cancer, and the neighborhood would never feel quite the same again.
It's such a good feeling to know that we're lifelong friends.
Number 9, when he showed us how to make crayons.
I've often thought about people making crayons.
It's easy to take things for granted in our fast-paced lives. We tend to overlook things as we rush to grow up, but Mr. Rogers had a gift for slowing things down a bit and getting us to see the magic all around us.
And then after that, people put in the pigment, which is like colored flour.
In this episode, he takes us through the process of creating crayons.
Now watch the crayons come into those crayon collectors. There they are.
Oh my god, I would have loved to watch him as a child. I can already tell. This is so wholesome.
Mr. Rogers always had a way of making complex processes simpler and easier for us to understand. This mesmerizing episode taught us that even common, everyday objects could have a fascinating story behind them, and that if we looked close enough, the world was filled with colors. Number 8, when he talked about divorce. In the 1980s, America was experiencing a sharp rise in divorce. When Mr. Rogers learned of this, he realized how hard it must be for the children going through this experience.
I don't think they love each other anymore, but I know my daddy loves me, and my mommy loves me too.
He knew that children often blamed themselves for their parents' divorce, so he decided to dedicate several episodes to the topic.
They thought it was all their fault. But of course it wasn't their fault.
It was an unusual and powerful moment in children's television. Other shows often ignore complex and difficult topics like this, but Mr. Rogers went at it head-on in his own gentle way. By doing so, he helped ease the hearts of many children across the country.
If they get a divorce,
Go Roger, go Roger.
or if they don't get a divorce, they'll still be your mom and dad. Nothing changes that.
Number 7, when he met Koko the gorilla.
Ears,
And we both have ears,
ears,
and we both have noses and eyes.
Koko, or Hanabiko, is a western lowland gorilla who became widely known to the public for having learned a simple form of sign language. And
This is a very good sign. When animals like people, that means usually that they're very good people. I mean, animals don't, they notice if something's off, you know?
who became widely known to the public for having learned a simple form of sign language, and also for her love of cats. She was taught by the animal psychologist Francine Patterson to understand nearly 2,000 words of English and sign around 1,000 herself. When Koko met Mr. Rogers, she told him what we all felt, that she loved it when he visited.
love you.
Oh, is
she
that-
said,
oh.
love you, visit, love.
Oh,
Well, that was very nice.
thank you, Koko.
She loves her visitor.
It was a sweet moment between two of the best any species had to offer.
Where's Mr. Rogers? Peekaboo.
There.
Number 6, when he was inducted into the TV Hall of Fame.
It doesn't matter what our particular job. We are chosen to help meet the deeper needs of those who watch and listen.
In 1999, Fred Rogers was inducted into the Television Academy Hall of Fame. To introduce him, the Academy brought
This feels like such a magical era. Oh. When was this, guys? Like when did this when was he on television?
inducted into the Television Academy Hall of Fame. To introduce him, the Academy brought on one of Mr. Rogers' old guests, Jeffrey Erlinger.
On behalf of millions of children and grown-ups, it is you that I like.
We'll talk more about him later on our list, but suffice it to say that Mr. Rogers was overcome with joy to see his old friend. So much so, in fact, that he practically leaped onto the stage to hug and greet him. During his speech, Mr. Rogers asked us all to take 10 seconds to think about those people who had loved and encouraged us in our lives.
Either here or in heaven. Imagine how pleased those people must be to know that you thought of them right now.
If the audience wasn't already crying, they were now. Number 5, when he talked about violence and shootings.
There are people in the world who are so sick or so angry that they sometimes hurt other people.
Children are tragically so often the victims of violence, but they're seldom asked their thoughts about it. In this poignant segment, especially in our era, Mr. Rogers speaks to several school children about some of the violence and shootings they've seen on television.
But how do you think anybody gets to be a murderer?
Maybe they're lonely.
Lonely?
It's a deep moment when we realize that these kids are being given a voice in this matter for the first time.
I mean, that's a very deep topic for a kid to talk about. So it's not like, probably doesn't come to everyone's mind to ask something like that from children, but it's very powerful that they could have conversations like these.
Moment when we realize that these kids are being given a voice in this matter for the first time. Mr. Rogers goes on to advise us, in dark moments when terrible things are happening on TV, to always look for the people helping and find comfort in that.
Always look for the people who are helping, she'd tell us. You'll always find somebody who's trying to help.
Well, we certainly found it comforting to know that he was there to help us.
What children probably need to hear most from us adults is that they can talk with us about anything, and that we will do all we can to keep them safe.
Number 4, when he buried a pet fish. If we've learned anything about Mr. Rogers, it's that he isn't afraid to tackle difficult subjects when talking to children. In this episode, he tries to revive a fish who's passed away. When it doesn't come back to life, we're left watching the poor thing float upside down. In classic Mr. Rogers fashion, he takes the opportunity to teach us some important lessons about death. He even relates a gut-wrenching story about him and his childhood dog. We're thankful that Mr. Rogers had the courage to help us understand the complicated subject that death is.
I had a pet fish once. Her name was Peekaboo, and I think I overfed her because I hadn't had fish before. The story of the fish was that I went to a mall. There was a pet store that was closing down like all the way, and there was one fish left, and it was Peekaboo. So I went to the store and I called my mom, and I was laughing on the phone, and I was like, "Can I buy a pet fish?" And my mom thought that I was pranking her because I was like that when I was a child. And then I walked home with a fish. And I had her for I think a year or something. And then she sadly passed away because I was a child. And, well, it was like very stupid of me to bring a fish in the house, but it's okay. I wouldn't do it nowadays. That's what matters.
Number 3, when he invited Officer Clemmons to share a pool with him.
It looks awfully enjoyable, but I don't have a towel or anything.
Oh, you share mine.
Okay.
Sure.
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood began airing in the 1960s, a time of deep racial tensions in the United States, and it was for this reason that Mr. Rogers approached African-American actor and singer Francois Clemmons to portray a police officer on his show. Mr. Rogers knew that Clemmons could be a positive figure for children, even if Clemmons himself had misgivings.
But sometimes just a minute like this will really make a difference.
Later in the series, Mr. Rogers made it a point to share a pool and sing Many Ways to Say I Love You with Officer Clemmons, because he knew what a vital issue overcoming segregation was.
You'll find many ways to say I love you. You'll find many ways to understand what love is.
Number 2, when he sang with Jeff Erlanger.
Not the things that
I do.
not your fancy chair. That's just beside
you.
You'll remember Jeff from Mr. Rogers' induction into the Television Academy Hall of Fame. In this episode, he was just a young child.
Jeff, your mom and dad must be really proud of you.
I'm sure they are.
Yeah. Well, I know I am.
It's a sad fact that we can often react negatively when we see someone who's different from us.
I had a tumor, and it broke the nerves to tell my hands and legs what to do.
Of course, Mr. Rogers knows this, so he goes out of his way to introduce us to Jeff, who is disabled and in a wheelchair.
That it's you I like. It's you yourself.
It's you.
He takes away the fear of meeting someone so different by asking him some simple questions. Seeing this open and honest approach to humanity should serve as a lesson to us all.
We have to.
Yeah, this makes me emotional because I used to work at summer camps for disabled people, and I hated to see them get discriminated, and they were some of the nicest people I've ever met, and some of them were the funniest. There was people that couldn't talk, but they talked with their eyes on a computer, for example, or with a kind of like photos. They would show photos, but they were some of there were some of the funniest people I've ever met too, like just normal nice people. And yeah, it's really sad that they don't get kind of like treated the same way as everyone. Some obviously don't need to get treated the same way, it depends, but just most of them are just like genuinely very nice people. And I remember the first time I was 14 when I went to work at one of them camps for the first time. I went there various years until I was 18, I think. And at the first time, I remember I was scared because I was still like, I was young and I was like, how am I supposed to take care of these people? But then over time, you just realize that, wow, they're like exactly like me, like they're just people.
All discover our own ways, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Of doing things when we're feeling blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not feeling blue right now, though.
Me neither.
Before we unveil our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
Mr. Rogers?
What?
What do you think about hugging big birds?
I don't know. I've never tried.
Well, here's your big chance.
Moonwalking.
Moonwalk?
Mm-hmm.
How do you do that?
All right, put your foot like this.
Like that?
Then you push back. Then you push back. Yeah, like that. You got it. Yeah.
I think it's hard.
Yeah.
I know I can tell you one thing. 1, 4, 3. I love you. I'll be back next time. Bye.
Number one, when he defended PBS to the Senate.
Looks like you just earned the $20 million.
In 1969, President Nixon was proposing major funding cuts to the Corporation for Public Broadcasting and PBS. Fred Rogers had always felt that television had a unique power to educate and nurture children, and had made it his mission to show the good of humanity on his show, rather than the lowbrow stuff that was commonly on TV.
I'm very much concerned, as I know you are, about what's being delivered to our children in this country.
For this reason, he was compelled to appear before the United States Senate Subcommittee on Communications to try and save public broadcasting.
And I feel that if we in public television can only make it clear that feelings are mentionable and manageable.
He's very young there too, very mature. Well, I mean, I don't know where young, but he looks young, very like mature-minded.
We will have done a great service for mental health.
In classic Mr. Rogers style, he convinced the committee members to actually increase the funding. And he did it by reading them a song.
Know that there's something deep inside that helps us become what we can. For a girl can be someday a lady, and a boy can be someday a man.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.
Wow, guys, you were right. He is the nicest person on earth. Oh, I wish I had been able to go through this era. I wish we had people like this nowadays. He seems like the sweetest man to exist. And he was right on topic. Like I just love that he brought up the topics that were most controversial at the time and turned them into something so beautiful. Wow. Let me know your favorite Mr. Roger memories in the comments down below. Thank you for joining me for this video. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!